4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hi everybody. I'm Kerry Greenaway. God, I can't even speak. Parasearch Radio. So yeah, your weekly roundup of shows I'm going to do for you. I know it's a little early. I know it's dinner time. I know everyone's probably cooking and stuff, but I thought I'd come on now and do it before it all gets a bit, the evening manic starts. So last week on Parasearch Radio, we had a great roundup of shows for you. We had the occult on Monday, and Mr. Andy Mercer was in the studio answering loads and loads of questions about the occult. So that was really, really interesting. Great feedback on that show. That was awesome. You can listen to all of these back on the Spreaker app if you missed any of them, or they're over on YouTube. They certainly are. Now, on Tuesday, Paul Rook finally decided to come back into the studio. So we caught up with him and everything he'd been going and doing. He'd been shipped to Mallet prison, and we was talking about all sorts of things on that show. Really, really interesting. And finding out how he works with his events team is always fascinating to me, how people work so differently. We're all out there doing the same thing with the same kit, but so many different ideas and ways of working come out. So that's always interesting. Then we had Supernatural Chat Show with Michael Postlethwaite. He was talking about tech and apps and the benefits and the negatives. Really, really fascinating topic, particularly if you're not a tech person like myself. It always interests me to hear about tech that gets used and you know, the good parts and the bad parts of it. Then Haunted Histories. Oh my God. We had, we were talking, Penny was talking about Leap Castle, or Lep Castle, as she kept saying, which is probably the Irish way of saying it. Barry Fitzgerald was on that show, and he came in the chat room. He actually popped into the chat room. See, you didn't in the chat room, you missed all of that. That was great. It was like, a little fan club going on in there. It was fantastic. Now, on Thursday evening, we had Mark Muncy from Hellview Cemetery in the studio talking all about Florida. How freaky is Florida? Hi, Phil. Hi, Phil. How are you? Freaky Florida, we're now calling it. We're not calling it just Florida. He's the other side of Florida, which Mark told us all about on that show. Oh, my God. Kaz, hi, Kaz. That was awesome. I always imagine Florida as like, you know, all the theme parks and the fun fairs and the Disney and the Universals. Oh, no, there's a whole other side to Florida. And Mark was telling us all about it. He's going to be back on. I'm telling you now, because there was so much in that show. Again, if you missed it, it's all over on Spreaker or on YouTube. It is. Hi, Penny. How are you, darling? On Friday, we didn't have Mark on Friday. I don't know if you guys know, but Mark has an ongoing issue with cancer. He's okay. He's fine. But he has to have bits removed occasionally. And he actually has had to have an operation last week. And he's had bad reactions to the anaesthetics and painkillers and stuff. So he got laid up last Friday. So we want to just send all of our best wishes to Mark Manley. Hopefully he'll be back this week on Friday, but we shall see. He keeps overdoing it and then having to lay himself up. He's a stubborn man, that man is. Hi, Paul. He's very, very stubborn, is our Mark Manley. So you need to rest up, Mark Manley. Telling you now, boss hat. Telling you, rest, get better. We want you on Friday shows. But me and Kaz, we held the fort. Animals in the Paranormal was a great discussion. We went all the way through from like looking at physiological bits of animals to ghost huntings to hauntings, sorry, to experiences, to totems, animal totems and various cultures and how they viewed animals. Oh, goodness. Great show. Thoroughly enjoyed it. We could have gone on for hours on that one, but really, really good show. And then on Sunday, we officially launched Parasearch's involvement with Sage Paracon 2018 and got all the lowdown on what MJ Dixon has been up to. She's been to Salem Con. She's writing books. She's listen to that show. That was on last night. So much. We were talking so fast to try and squeeze it all in. 10 projects this lady's got on. And there's probably a couple that we didn't know. Hi, Norman. I saw you creeping there. So that was what we did last week on Parasearch Radio. That's what we did. Oh, that was a full week last week. So what's been going on this week in the background of Parasearch Radio? Oh, God knows what that was. It flew across the thing. Well, today, our lovely Claire Hinks, it's her 40th birthday today. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. You look at her, she doesn't look 40 at all. And it's her birthday today. So happy birthday from all at Parasearch to you, Claire. I hope you've had an absolutely amazing day. I know you've been having, I think you've got a whole year of amazing going on. You're celebrating it pretty much all year from what I hear. But she's been enjoying herself today and good on her. She's so lovely. Such a lovely lady, that one. Talking of Claire, we've actually got a new competition. The tarot reading's been and gone. If you didn't enter, sorry, you lost out. Bear Spirit Walker won that tarot reading. I'll be talking to her later in the week to be doing that for her. I haven't got to that bit yet. Don't you worry, Paul Rook. I have not forgotten that. Let me keep talking. You'll hear it all coming out. So, where was I? See, I've lost my thread now. Competition. That's right. Parasearch Radio is a brand new competition for you. Claire is offering up a mediumistic reading for one of our lucky listeners. So it's a pinned post, top of the group page, top of the like page. Read the terms and conditions, enter your name on it, and that will be drawn on the 6th of May on the Spirit Dimension show. Hi, Phil. Hi, Phil. How are you? So, yeah, so that's a brand spanking new competition launched today on the Parasearch Radio Facebook group page. But it is also a pinned post on the Facebook like page as well. So for a mediumistic reading, so you might get your nanny or granddad through telling you that you're amazing and they're really proud of you, or that you're doing really bad and you should fuck your ideas up. That's what that one's for. So that's the brand new competition. Now, Kaz, our lovely Kaz Rooney, she's having a few issues at the moment. A few issues. Her house electrics are having nightmares. She keeps smelling burning. No explanations. She's had an electrician out to check it all over, and there's nothing. And I was talking to her on the phone earlier, and that was like a nightmare. It kept cutting out. I've never seen anything like it. I was going, what's wrong with it? And she was going, I don't know. It just keeps cutting out. So I said demon, of course, as you do, or demon. Keep putting a D on the end. Demon, pure Zach Baggins fashion. So it's got to be a demon. There's no other explanation. Just to reassure her. As you do, you know, as you make food you up going, I'm having a panic. And I go, it's a demon, it's fine. Just tell it to go away. She was like, no. Oh, it was quite funny. But yeah, she's having major problems with her electrics at the moment. No explanation, no logical at this point. Hi, Stephen. How are you? Yeah, no logical explanation for this at the moment. Strange occurrences. I said she's physically manifesting her emotions and that's affecting her electricities. That was my other explanation. You notice I always go for the logical first. So poor old Kaz is having a nightmare. But good, because this happened yesterday. Because on Saturday, of course she's paid her bill. Of course she's paid her bill. Actually, the other thing I did say was to her, in your kit, you don't have a thermal imaging camera, do you? And she was like, no. And I was like, do you know any of your friends, ghost hunting friends, that have got a thermal imaging camera, just in case, you know, you see hotspots with that. So that was something else. Hi, Sam. How are you? So, the other thing Kaz did, she did a question and answer live on Sunday evening. She did it Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Now, this is a new thing that we've launched. We thought you guys would like the opportunity to ask the presenters questions live on Facebook, on the group page. So Kaz has done hers. She did hers on Sunday. Next Sunday is Mr. Paul Rook in the house. I've nagged him into doing it. He is going to do it, even if I have to go around his house and force him in front of the camera. So yes, make a date for your diary. 8 p.m. Sunday. He's going a bit later, 8 p.m. Okay, it was 7 last week. We're doing it 8 o'clock this Sunday coming. Mr. Paul Rook, question and answers. So make a note in your diary. I will raise an event so you can't forget. So Penny, our Haunted Histories presenter, was out and about Saturday evening. She was out and about and she investigated Landguard Fort. She was out investigating. She's getting out and about all over the place, that girl. Yeah. Get this, right? This is. I haven't really had a chance to speak to her. She sent me a quick message, and she said that she got now an incubus on an ovilus. Wow! And apparently the words "create," "region," and "warm" came through at the same time. It's a bit weird, isn't it? How weird. I don't know. I need to talk to her more about this, I feel, because there's got to be a whole backstory as to why she found out it was an incubus and find out more about an ovilus, because I don't really know about an ovilus. Yeah, she does. She gets around, does our Penny. So, yeah, I want to know more on that backstory. So, Penny, you're going to have to do something so we get that backstory on that particular one, because that sounds fascinating to me. Yeah, weird stuff going on in the old Parasearch presenter world. Penny's just said in the chat room, horny flipping soldier. So it's obvious that she does attract soldiers, does our Penny. Whenever she goes out investigating, she's obviously at a place where soldiers would be, obviously. She always gets like a fruity one. It's a true story, that. If you've not listened to any of her shows, she tells these stories on her Haunted History shows. It's crazy. Crazy what she gets when she goes out. They love her. They love our Penny. The ghosts of spirits, soldiers. They love our Penny. It's because she knows her history. Now, I want you guys to cast your minds back. We used to have a show called Seventh Sanctum with the amazing Kerry Ann. And well, Kerry Ann stepped back from the radio for the time being. And all the shows for Seventh Sanctum are now on the Parasearch Radio Podbean channel. And they've been archived over there along with the KTPF shows. So if you want to catch up with those, she has some great guests. Barry Guy, Help Your House is Haunted, all of that. Hi, Lindsay. How are you? Yeah, Help Your House is Haunted, Barry Guy. That's a new series that's due to be on air very, very soon. She had, Paul Adams, author of The Enigma of Rosalie, was on there. That was one of the very first shows we ever did with the lovely Ashley Nibb. Loads of shows over there now on Podbean. So go over there if you want to listen to some of the older shows that you might have forgotten all about. Seventh Sanctum, all those shows are now up on Podbean under Parasearch Radio, because that's where we're archiving the old shows. So it sort of like gets them back out there, because they were amazing shows with amazing guests, amazing topics. Some phenomenal people from the paranormal field have been interviewed. And we don't want to lose that. We want those to keep being brought to you, because that's the experiences of other people that, you sit and listen to these people and they've had these experiences. I've been in the field for so many years. It's absolutely great to revisit them sometimes and have another listen, because you forget. Oh, no, I shake my pen everywhere. I do a pen thing or hand thing. Apparently I gesticulate an awful lot. Sorry, Sam, wasn't shaking my pen at you. I've got a gift today. So I want a big shout out. Thank you to Mr. David Farron. He sent me a book. I love a book. The Dark Journey. This is about his paranormal investigation. Nothing to do with the Highgate vampire. I can't wait to read this one. Thank you so much, David, for sending me that book. I'm going to let you guys know what I think of this book once I've read it. It won't take me long, because once I get my teeth into a book, I can bang it out quite quickly. And I think, this one's not going to take me too long, because I think it's going to be really interesting. I'm not going to start reading it now, otherwise you'll all get really bored. So, what do we have lined up for you this week on Parasearch Radio? Let's start, shall we? Get my little book out. Okay, so tonight, 9 p.m, Parasearch Radio UK Encore show. We talked about what makes the perfect paranormal investigator. It was a little bit mad to start with. Then we got into our topic, and we it was a little suggestive to start with, you know. Got to know what your equipment does, haven't you? Stuff like that. With Jay, Teresa and David in the studio that night, we had a roundtable discussion on what makes the perfect paranormal investigator. So tune in tonight, 9 p.m, to see what conclusion we came to. We did actually come to a conclusion. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though. You're going to have to listen to the show to find out what that was all about. Okay. So 9 p.m, that goes out tonight. What do you think makes the perfect paranormal investigator? I'd like to hear what you guys think. On Tuesday evening, we've got the Paranormal Concept Show. Now, this is one of those ones where I go, oh, God, what has he got me into this week? Paul Rook has decided that we're going to be talking about mythological gods. I was like, what ones? He went, all of them. Well, we said we'll be there 5 hours, if not longer. And he was like, well, we'll see where the conversation takes us. So I'm currently ploughing through my books on mythological gods to try and brush up my knowledge on them. Because I'm sure he's going to come out with ones I don't know. I'm sure he's going to try and throw some curveballs at me. But I'm going to be sitting here with all my books around me. So hopefully he won't be able to like catch me out too much. Hopefully. But we'll see. Listen to that on Tuesday at 9 p.m. We are live on that show as well. So you can come into the chat room and let us know what you think and see if we can, you might hear some Googling going on in the background. You never know on that one. But he comes up with interesting concepts every week. And it doesn't tell me. And then like the week before he'll go, oh, by the way, we're talking about this. And I go, oh, right. Okay. I don't know anything about that. So myself, Paul Rook, Paranormal Concept Show, Tuesday at 9 p.m. On Wednesday evening, two shows we have for you on a Wednesday evening. Not just one, we have two. We have, to start off with, the Supernatural Chat Show with Sean Cadman. Now, again, Mr. Laidback Sean drives me crazy every week. Has no idea who's got in the studio with him. No idea. It's a surprise, he keeps telling me. Because it's a surprise. I go, oh, God, I don't like surprises. But he always brings an amazing show, great discussions. He's got so much experience himself. And he's so laid back. The conversation is just so easy and flowing. And so if you didn't catch Michael Postlethwaite last week, check it out. Because honestly, you would never know it was like, it's not done like a radio show. It's just like two mates sitting down and chatting. It's, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So he's going to throw a curveball at me as well and let me know finally who he's got in the studio. And that kicks off at 8 p.m. on Wednesday evening, the Supernatural Chat Show. Sean is awesome, Phil. I totally agree with you there. Sean is awesome. But I like to be organised. I like to plan, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, Sean doesn't. Sean's just like, yeah, I'll sort it. Don't worry, it's fine. I'm like, Sean, who's your guest? And he's like, don't worry about it, Kel. Sorted. Just chill. And he comes through every single week, so I can't moan. I can't really moan. But he is awesome, I agree. Haunted Histories follows Sean's show at 9 p.m. Penny's got Richard Eastep in the studio. Oh, that man's voice is incredible. So knowledgeable. And they're talking Malvern Manor. Oh, no, Phil, I won't be telling him all for surreal. No. No, I'm not silly. Let's put it that way. They're talking Malvern Manor with Richard Eastep. He is a fantastic author. He has, the way he tells a story is absolutely phenomenal. He is just the best researcher and writer and storyteller. Penny says the devil's coming to get her. That's what happens at Malvern Manor. The devil comes to get you. I need to go to Malvern Manor. I want words with that man. Satan, that is. Or the devil. I do want words with that one. But again, fascinating show, full of historical facts, goes into the, the history, people's experiences. You've never listened to one of Penny's shows. Where have you been? She covers locations from across the globe, bringing to you some of the most amazing paranormal investigators out there. She has had some amazing guests that have worked consistently within these locations. And, well, the way she researches these locations, you learn so much about history as well. So, yeah, that's on Thursday. No, that's on Wednesday. God, I'm getting all confused. That's on Wednesday, the Double Bubble show night. Okay? So that's on Wednesday. Thursday. Now, we've got the Spectral Zone with Kaz Rooney. Oh, she's let herself in for a right treat this week. She has got Luke and Vinny in the studio from Wrestling with Ghosts. Now, these guys, they do a radio show themselves on Paramania. They have their own YouTube channel. They have a TV show coming up, but shh, no one's supposed to know about that yet. Spoilers. And they are mad as hatters. And I love Luke. Just saying, he's amazing. Hi, Luke. That's my little coy flirt, by the way, everybody. If I give you that, then I'm trying to flirt with you, just saying. But no, seriously, great guys. Loads of experience. They're our American counterparts over in America. They're over there, and they're really great guys. They say mad as hatters. It's good. I'm jumping in on that show because, well, poor old Kaz probably wouldn't be able to handle it because they are absolutely crazy. Now, in that show, you need to listen out for phrases because they like to do phrases and they take score on how many times they say those phrases. And I only found that after I interviewed them, like last year sometime. It was lovely English lady was the expression. I got called that all night and I was confused as to where that expression was coming from all the time. I kept thinking, my name's Kerry. Why do they keep calling me the lovely English lady? And they kept score and they said it about 40 times about that show. So when you listen to that show on Thursday evening, I know, Kaz, I know you can handle it. Of course you can, but trust me, these lads are wild. I've interviewed them before. Trust me, I know. So yeah, listen out for phrases through there because I'll try and catch us out with phrases that they have to keep. Yeah, paranormal bingo it'll be. A bit like that on that show, but they know their stuff and they've got some really good points as well. So they have a hell of a lot of fun, but they also know their stuff as well. They're awesome guys. So that's on Thursday night. Friday night, hopefully our Marky Mark will be back in the house. But myself, Kaz and Mark are talking all about scrying. We're looking at scrying like black obsidian mirrors or black mirrors or crystal balls or pools of water or ink that you can use to scry with. What is it? How do you do it? Is it effective? Is it just a psychological thing? What is it? So we're looking at all things scrying. Yes, Kaz, I agree. We should come up with a phrase to catch them out. That's a good thought. Like that thought. But yes, so scrying on Friday. So we're looking at scrying. And hopefully, I'm really hoping our Mark will be back in the studio. I defy him to find an alien link to do with scrying on this one. I do not see how he can find an alien link there. And yes, I'm pointing my pen again. I defy him. I completely defy that man. There's no aliens in scrying. Do we agree? I agree with that comment. Don't you start, Ashley, with your aliens. When Mark was off on last Friday, we had people in the chat room shouting aliens as well. It was funny because we were like not bringing aliens into it. And then Kaz did it right at the end. I was like, oh my God. Couldn't let the side down is what she said. I know, never say never. I bet he does find an alien link with scrying. I put money on it, actually. Anyone want to take me up on that bet? Probably not. They all know our Mark far too well. On where are we? Sunday, Spirit Dimension. Now, my lovely Claire is actually off. Her lovely husband is whipping her off for her birthday. So it's just me all alone in the studio. It's not. I've got a guest. I've got an amazing guest. He is one of my best friends. It's Mr. Ashley Nib. And we have a research project underway at the moment. So tune in on Sunday evening at 9 p.m. Oh, I'll come to that in a second, Sam. 9 p.m. to hear all about the importance of research, where's the best places to research, how you should be doing it, and what kind of things we need from you guys. So you need to tune in on Sunday evening. And this is not a fluffy research project. This is a big research project. And we're going to be putting a cry out to the paranormal community. Yes, you are, Ashley. Yes, you are. Yeah, he's another cool guy. Surround myself with cool guys, you know. So yeah, he's in the studio, 9 p.m. We're talking all about research project and getting a big call out to the paranormal community. We want to hear from you guys. So tune in at 9 p.m. on Sunday evening to find out why. So what an amazing week of shows we've got going on for you again this week. Competitions, shows, calls out to the paranormal community. So much stuff for you guys, because this is your paranormal channel. It's not mine. It's not the other presenters, although we like to think it's ours. It's actually all about you guys, because you're the ones out there doing this. I mean, we do it too, but you're the ones out there week after week doing it. You know what I mean? And it's your paranormal channel. So if there's something you want us to talk about for you, then let us know. Or if you want to come on a show, let us know that as well. And that's not just the UK. That's worldwide. We can sort that out. Time differences. To the time differences. Para-love. Ooh, para-love. Anyway. It is the paranormal community. And we're all out there doing the same thing. We might be doing it in slightly different ways, but that's what makes it interesting. And that's what brings us all together when we start talking, not arguing, not egoing against each other, talking. And that's where we'll find answers. And that's where we'll start pushing the field forward on the ground base level, on base level. The academics are doing their thing. We want to bring you what they're doing, their research, what they know. We want to bring those people to you too. So you get to hear about that. We want to know what talks are being done at the SPR and who they're done by. So you might not know some names that are coming up, but trust me, these people are working just as heavily in the paranormal field, albeit in a slightly different way. So it's just as interesting. Right, I'm rambling now. I do that. We are on Twitter, Parasearch Radio. Go check us out on Twitter. We're over there. Yeah, we are. We are on YouTube, Parasearch Radio. We are on Facebook, obviously, because you're watching me on Facebook. Hi. We have a like page and we have a group page on Facebook. We are on Podbean for our archived shows. We're also on SoundCloud, believe it or not. We're over on SoundCloud. And we have a brand spanking new website, parasearchradio.com. So go over there and check us all out over on that right there as well. We've got blogs going up over there now. We've got presenter blogs going up. We've got blogs from Ashley Nib. We've got blogs from Sarah Chimasero. We've got collaborator page. You can see who supports Parasearch Radio and find direct links to their companies and their businesses and what they're up to. So guys, go check all that out. And don't forget, on any of these channels, click that subscriber button and give us a big thumbs up like. We are everywhere. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now. I think I've covered everything I need to. Don't forget to enter the competition. And on that note, love you guys. See you next Monday. Bye.